Okay, guys, a quick update on the Thamesborg, the ship that went aground in the Northwest Passage in northern Canada. Here's the story from G Captain, which was published on the 27th of October 2025. Thamesborg journey from China to Canada was supposed to take just 3 to 4 weeks via an Arctic shortcut. It ended up lasting more than 2 months. But the general cargo ship has reached its original intended destination of Quebec in eastern Canada. The vessel was successfully refloated on October the 8th, more than a month after running aground in the Franklin Strait along the Northwest Passage. For the past 2 weeks, Thamesborg and her escorts, a icebreaker and a tug, made their way out of the Arctic, traveling through Baffin Bay, Davies Strait, and into the St. Lawrence River. The shipping company reports that the general cargo vessel has safely arrived in the port of Baie-Comeau in Canada, where it will start unloading its remaining cargo. Following discharge operations, the vessel will be undergoing repairs at a shipyard to be determined, the company stated after the vessel arrived in port. Based on her AIS data, she remains at anchor close to shore, awaiting offloading. Photos taken upon arrival shows the vessel traveling under her own power. The complex salvage operation included the transfer of parts of her cargo to 2 assisting vessels. The grounding incident and refloating wrapped up without pollution or injuries, the Canadian Coast Guard confirmed in its final incident update. The exact cause of the grounding is subject to an investigation, which is conducted in full cooperation with the Canadian authorities, including the Transportation Safety Board of Canada. The interim report by the TSB is due within 12 months and should shed light on the cause of the grounding. Some Arctic shipping experts have suggested that Thamesborg took an unusual course through the Franklin Strait to the east of the established corridor, resulting in it making contact with an unmapped underwater shoal. I think it's pretty obvious that they were off course. The only question is, did they plan to be off course? Did they plan to take that track? They were quite a ways east of the normal shipping route, and they went aground on what some are calling a poorly marked or unmarked shoal. Either way, she went aground, and they were very, very lucky to get her out of here, that's for sure. But this worked out in the end. I'm sure it cost a lot of money to make this happen, but there's no pollution reported. There is some major damage to the ship, but not enough that she couldn't travel under her own power. Where she's going to go for repairs is the next question, I guess, but really, at this stage, that don't really matter. She'll get offloaded if she's not offloaded already, and then they'll figure out what they're going to do with her. But she should get repaired and back to work, and she'll be back in the Northwest Passage next year for sure. This company does a lot of transits through the Northwest Passage during the summertime. Alright guys, there it is. As always, thanks for watching. If you're new here and you like these kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you on the next one.